Hey guys, it's Andy from Magoo Investing. Today I'm going to be talking about how to avoid putting yourself into credit card debt. And so I've had a credit card for about 4 or 5 years now at this point, and I have never had a problem paying it off in time and in full, and I've only been making slightly above minimum wage for this time. So in this video I'm going to be talking about how I use my credit card safely and how you can translate that into your life to make better purchasing decisions and keep yourself out of credit card debt. At this point, credit cards have just become a normal way of life in America and across the world. And so you pretty much can't go anywhere without seeing ads for credit cards with these incredible offers or how important your credit score is. And it's kind of BS. Credit cards have become this way for these banks and credit card companies to make money off of people making poor financial decisions. And so credit scores have only been around since 1990, and it's gotten to the point now where everyone thinks that the credit score is the most important number when it comes to your financial standing and the ability to get loans in the future for buying cars, houses, or anything else that you can't pay in full. And so it's one of these myths that you need a credit card to get a loan. I had this conversation recently. You do not need credit to get a loan. And so it's become kind of a myth that you need credit to get a loan. And so I'd highly recommend doing some more research on it. It's called manual underwriting, and it's basically the bank goes in and manually decides the risk level involved with you repaying the loan. And so I can sit up here today and say the easiest way to avoid credit card debt is to not have credit cards and not use them. But we know that that's probably not realistic for a lot of people. And so the way that I use my credit card safely is I only use it for certain things. And the reason this is important is because it kind of limits the amount that I'm putting on it at a time. And so when you're buying something and not having to pay it off till the end of the month, you kind of can forget about things, and it just starts piling up until the end of the month, and then you realize, oh, I spent more than I have. And so by limiting my expenses that I put on my credit card to things that are pretty fixed and I need pretty much to survive, it limits the amount that I can rack up per month, and it increases the ability for me to pay it off in full. And so right now I'm going to throw out my bank statement. This is exactly what I've been paying for the past couple months, and the things that you'll see on here is that the things that I put on my credit card are groceries, gas, which I rarely have to buy because I don't drive a lot, health, and by health I mean I put my gym membership on there because it's fixed, and then some education stuff where I'm not going to be overspending. I'm not going to walk into a store someday and be like, oh man, I really want that $200 textbook, I'm going to buy it. It's stuff that I really need. They're fixed expenses that I have every month, and they're not going to go crazy on me and rack up a huge bill. And another one of the benefits for doing it like this is there's plenty of studies out there showing that when you pay with a credit card, you're more likely to buy more than you actually need. And this is comparing it to a debit card and to cash. And cash, I hate carrying cash at this point. I keep a little bit on me for convenience, but I hate getting change back, and this entire pocket in here, I'll shake that right there. It's all full of coins. It's pretty much all wasted money. It's just rounding up all my purchases that I could be doing in Acorns to invest, but instead it's just sitting in my backpack. And so since I don't use cash very often, my debit card is the way that pretty much takes the money out of my account right away. And if I don't have the money, you know what? The card won't go through and I can't make that purchase. So it kind of limits how much I spend. And when I put it on a credit card, if say I'm going out and I go get food, maybe I spend more than I really needed to. But if I put it on my debit card, it gets taken out immediately, and it just kind of hurts immediately instead of putting it off towards the end of the month. And so finally, another benefit of this is, at least the credit card that I have, the cashback rewards are mainly focused on groceries and gas. So I'm not missing out on any of those. And the 1% cashback on all expenses is really not worth it when you're spending more than you should, and it could be pushing you towards credit card debt, which is a huge problem in the world today. So just kind of the takeaways for this video: you do not need a credit card. I know it's pretty realistic that most people are going to have one, but you really don't need one. There's plenty of articles you can go read explaining how you can get loans without having credit cards. It's not super complicated, but it does take more steps than just using a credit card, paying it off to get credit, and then being able to buy stuff with a loan in the future. And then I would highly recommend that the stuff that you're putting on your credit card are pretty much fixed expenses. So this could be stuff like rent, groceries, gas, stuff that you're not going to be overspending just because you have the ability to just swipe your card and forget it about until the end of the month. So let me know in the comments section down below what you think about my ideas and how you use your credit card safely, or if you have not in the past and what has led you to making overspending and putting yourself into debt. So curious to see what you guys have to say. If you have any topics you'd like me to go over in the future, please leave them in the comment section down below and I'd love to go over them. And thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.